Thank you. Many of you know some of the story of Walla. You might. Walla is kind of famous. It's a small community in eastern Washington. And what they found might not surprise you, but it did surprise them. And my education director at that time and I started pursuing the question of what information, if it were flowing through the people of our state, would start us on a journey together toward really strong, healthy living. And we discovered the neuroscience and the ACE study. And for 10 years, we navigated an explosion of education, of dialogue, of community building, etc.
When you know the neurology, when you know the science, how can you not use it? It's your responsibility to put it into practice.
At first, we said we want to build a community that's conversant in ACEs and brain development and resilience. And we have to change our lens of how we look at children so that we're not saying, what's wrong with this child? But instead we're saying, what has this child gone through?
Like that. So I want to say thanks so much to everyone for coming. All right, so
we encourage you to integrate these principles and these ideas into the good work that you're already doing. You're putting this material in bags that they take home when they have a new baby, and you integrate it into birthing classes. You train early Head Start staff on these principles.
It just means being more aware of that kind of information, because I think parents will always try to do the best they can for their kids. We had trained at our local juvenile justice center several times, most recently with detention staff. They want to shift from a punishment mode where they take points away from kids when they do something wrong and go towards an empathic response and give them points when they do things right.
Where are the cupcakes coming from? We have a tendency to see people at their worst as law enforcement. You know, they're in crisis mode, there's some sort of emergency that's happening. 30 or 40? But here, you know, you have an opportunity to really just develop relationships with people, and I think that that's what's really important.
How's your day? Yeah? You just getting to school?
When we took this in to show one of our judges, the one that is involved in so many of the divorce caseloads, it was like, if one parent looks at this and says, oh my gosh, I had no idea that because I can't get along with my partner during this divorce, that my child might be subjected to, you know, 33% likelihood of dropping out of school or ending up pregnant. That's powerful information.
There's a lot of kids, we don't know what happened the night before in their lives. They can start acting out, and we respond to the acting out with punitive discipline, whereas if we knew what really happened, we would be protecting them.
What I got to figure out is when you go in that class, what could work for you so that you're not having all those interactions.
When they come in, I'll say, from a 1 to 10, where's your stress level right now? When kids are in the red, I just tell them, there's no way we can problem solve. Let's wait till you cool off. To see these kids that have come to us with backgrounds where, you know, anger management, very difficult to get along with, class disruptor, to get them in an environment where they start feeling valued, cared for, and then where they start feeling successful. To see the change and transformation that happens is one of the most powerful experiences that I've had because that's where I see change really taking place.
The longer-term outcomes have to do with really not only raising awareness, because that's where things start, but over time, and this is long-term social change, to reduce ACEs in our childhood population.